Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we are talking about the movie name is 28 Years Later, The Bone Temple. The movie begins exactly where 28 years later ended. Now Spike has been rescued and captured by a weird group of people that look like a twisted version of the Power Rangers. Their leader, Sir Jimmy, tells Spike that to join the group, he has to prove himself. The catch is, he has to fight a big strong guy. During the fight, Spike gets beaten up pretty badly. All the kids make fun of his weak body, humiliating him. It looked like he was going to lose, but suddenly Spike stabs the other guy in the thigh. Unfortunately, the knife went way too deep. Blood starts flowing, and the guy falls dead. With the guy gone, Spike takes his place. Sir Jimmy takes away Spike's old name and gives him a new one, Jimmy, so he can be like everyone else in the group. He's even given a wig to wear, and just like that, he becomes part of their twisted family. Then the scene shifts, and we're in the woods with a man hunting deer. Suddenly, zombies start chasing him. This part gets interesting because we see glimpses of how zombies see humans. Eventually, an alpha zombie catches the man and kills him. After that, we're introduced to Dr. Ian Kelson, who is examining the body of the female zombie that gave birth in the first movie. The sound of his work attracts the same alpha zombie that just killed the hunter. The alpha zombie glares at Kelson, ready to attack, but then freezes, hesitating again. Kelson uses this moment to paralyze him and begins treating his wounds. After that, Dr. Kelson starts calling the zombie Samson. Then he goes back to his routine, removing bones from zombie and human corpses. Back at his hideout, he plays music with a black light device and looks at old photos, reliving the past. The next morning, Samson comes back, but he doesn't seem aggressive at all. Dr. Kelson puts down his tranquilizer gun and waves him closer. Still, just to be safe, he gives him a sedative. He notices that Samson becomes much calmer after the medication. It turns out Dr. Kelson is using amphetamines. Since this rage virus increases anger, he's trying things to affect the brain in different ways. Samson loses consciousness. When Dr. Kelson wakes up later, he is ecstatic. Samson didn't kill him, he is alive. In his joy, he begins to dance. He feels that he has formed a bond with Samson and begins to treat him like a friend. He senses that human emotions are gradually returning to Samson. The scene changes and the story shifts to three people in the forest looking for mushrooms and prey. One of them spots zombies nearby. An elderly man named Jono acts foolishly and attacks a zombie instead of staying quiet. This attracts even more zombies. Chaos ensues. Pijam and Tom are forced to leave Jono behind and flee. Jono is left behind and turns into a zombie. When Pijam and Tom return home, they see that Sir Jimmy and his followers are already there, eating their food. There's a woman named Jimmy Ing there, who's acting really strangely. Turns out Sir Jimmy likes Teletubbies, so she's imitating them. Pijam gets angry that they're just eating their food uninvited and tells them they're not welcome. This makes Sir Jimmy furious, calling them lost people, and he orders everyone in the house to be killed. Sir Jimmy's men grab the family and take them to where the animals are kept, calling it an act of charity. They don't let Jimmy Ing join them, though, leaving her to wander the forest. Lost, Jimmy Ing stumbles upon Dr. Kelson and Samson, shocked to see them singing and dancing together, not understanding what's happening. Back at the animal area, Sir Jimmy gives a horrifying speech, declaring himself the son of Satan and that old Nick likes charity. Because of this, he orders the family to be skinned alive as a gift for old Nick. It's really disgusting and disturbing, and Spike can't handle this. He's shaken up badly. Jimmy Ing, who had returned, immediately steps forward, quiets Spike down, and takes him away so he doesn't make a mistake. That same night, Dr. Kelson and Samson are peacefully watching the stars. Dr. Kelson mentions that the medicine will only last for 2 more weeks. If Samson isn't better by then, they'll give him a lethal dose to put him at ease forever. But then, something amazing happens. Samson, staring at the moon, slowly says a word, moon. He repeats the word, and slowly his human consciousness starts to return. This was a huge success. The scene shifts back to Sir Jimmy. They're torturing Tom. Sir Jimmy gives Tom a cruel choice. Pick one of us to fight. If you win, you take his place. Tom picks Jimmy in because she looked the weakest. Surprisingly, Jimmy Ing is happy to be chosen. Sir Jimmy pretends to talk to the devil again and starts the fight. But Jimmy Ing, who looked weak, turned out to be very dangerous. She beats Tom badly and makes him helpless. Sir Jimmy announces that they will sacrifice Tom as a younger brother. Piajam, who was watching everything silently from above, can't handle this. She suddenly throws a huge hook at Jimmy Ying and kills her on the spot. Sir Jimmy understands what happened and sends his men after Piajam. Meanwhile, Tom manages to pick up a gas cylinder and throws it at them, causing a loud explosion and fire everywhere. Outside, Jimmy Ying and Spike are eating and hear the noise. Sir Jimmy orders Spike to catch Piajam, but Spike plans to escape with her. Then a cruel twist. Piajam betrays Spike, kicks him, and runs away alone. Spike is left behind with the flames near the cages. He returns empty-handed, and Sir Jimmy is furious. To save his life, Spike lies that he accidentally killed her. Sir Jimmy says he will consult the devil about what punishment Spike should get. Then Gemma interrupts, saying she has seen the devil with her own eyes. At first, Sir Jimmy doesn't believe her, but she insists that she can prove it. The next morning, Samson wakes up and tries to eat berries. Meanwhile, Dr. Kelson is searching through books to find a way to stop the zombies' anger and hallucinations. When he looks for Samson, he's gone. At that moment, Sir Jimmy and his men arrive. Sir Jimmy wasn't sure if Dr. Kelson was the devil, but he agrees that the guy looks like one. He says he'll meet him alone and tells his men to stay back. The scene cuts to Samson. He is getting back memories of being human, traveling on a train in the old days. Sir Jimmy and Dr. Kelson are face to face. Jimmy sees scattered bones there, asks directly, "Are you the devil?" Dr. Kelson calmly says, "No, brother, I'm not Old Nick, nor am I the devil. I am Dr. Kelson. This place is mine, and zombies are because of a virus." But Sir Jimmy doesn't believe it, because he is a staunch, satanic priest. He believes that zombies were made by the devil. He introduces himself. The scene shifts to Spike. He explains to Jaima that the man might not be the devil, just an ordinary person. But Jaima is not ready to accept it. She says that he is the devil, although she admits that Sir Jimmy himself looked confused. Sir Jimmy talks about his past life. He says, "I used to live near a church. My father was a priest. My father believed that zombies were brought by the devil. So from childhood, Jimmy grew up thinking that he was the son of the devil, chosen to destroy humanity." Dr. Kelson says that he was a military doctor, but a problem arises. Sir Jimmy says, "My followers are desperate to meet the devil. If Dr. Kelson doesn't become the devil, they will kill him." Out of necessity, Dr. Kelson agrees, saying, "Come tomorrow evening." At night, Sir Jimmy tells his followers, "Tomorrow we will meet Old Nick, but beware if anyone speaks there." Dr. Kelson goes to Samson and admits that for the first time, he is afraid of people like Sir Jimmy. He makes a new medicine for Samson as a last attempt to end his anger and hallucinations. The next morning, Spike tries to secretly run toward Dr. Kelson, but one of Sir Jimmy's men sees him. Spike runs, but a zombie attacks him. Spike kills the zombie, but in front of him comes Jimmy Snake. Jimmy Snake had an old grudge against Spike. Then Jaima arrives and saves Spike. She explains that the outside world is more dangerous than the group. She says that Jimmy Snake was actually scared of meeting Old Nick, so he wanted to commit suicide. Spike accepts this. Meanwhile, Dr. Kelson is looking for Samson. Samson is bathing in the river. Following his instincts, he ends up in an old train. As soon as he sits on the seat, all his memories come back. Traveling on this train when he was a child and reading a book about the moon. But he didn't have a ticket. As soon as he remembers this, he comes to with a jerk. Suddenly, zombies attack him. Now he was human, so the danger was greater. The scene shifts, and at night, Dr. Kelson had prepared a whole set for Sir Jimmy and his followers. Rocks, drugs, lights, everything. Sir Jimmy arrives with his people. Everyone was completely convinced that they were standing in the court of the devil. Dr. Kelson did some amazing acting. Using loudspeakers and visual effects, he fully convinced them that he was the devil. Played loud music from Iron Maiden, sprayed drugs in the air, making everyone dance wildly. Samson somehow manages to escape. Sir Jimmy's people were dancing like mad. Dr. Kelson was playing with fire. The whole atmosphere was set. When the show ended, Dr. Kelson ordered everyone to bow. Everyone bowed except for Sir Jimmy. Dr. Kelson said, Continue your mission. Sir Jimmy said, "Our job is to torture humans so that the devil is happy." Dr. Kelson said, "Make more followers and spread satanic teachings." As he left, Dr. Kelson's eyes fell on Spike. He recognized him. He made a last demand. "Just like Jesus sacrificed himself for humanity, I also need a sacrifice. Crucify me as your son, Sir Jimmy." Gemma immediately attacked Sir Jimmy, but Sir Jimmy told the truth. He admitted that the man was not the devil, just an ordinary person. For proof, he attacked Dr. Kelson. The followers were confused. Chaos broke out. Gemma kills two of her own friends. Spike seizes the opportunity to stab Sir Jimmy and knock him unconscious. Gemma asks Dr. Kelson if the devil really doesn't exist. Dr. Kelson says, "No, there's no such thing in this world." Gemma is disappointed but praises his acting. Spike is saddened by Dr. Kelson's condition. Before leaving, Gemma reveals her real name is Callie. They both leave. Sir Jimmy wakes up and starts hallucinating that he's meeting his father, the devil. But in reality, it was Samson, who is now fully human. Samson wants to thank Dr. Kelson, but he has passed away. Samson carries his body and leaves Sir Jimmy hanging there. The story shifts to a beautiful house by a lake. Jim lives there, the character from 28 Days Later. He's still alive, has a son, and it seems he married Selena. Jim raised the child very well. Suddenly, there's a noise outside. Spike and Callie are running, chased by zombies. Without thinking, Jim decides to help them. And with that, the movie ends. If you liked our video, please like it and subscribe to our channel for more videos like this. Goodbye.